So the professor was generous enough today to give me some time out of the lecture to tell you guys about how to start a business. To give you a little background about myself, I am the founder and CEO of Jamco PR. We are a PR agency that work with around 2,000 media platforms worldwide, some of which are Forbes, Arabian Business, USA Today, and many more. On these media platforms, we write articles, and then we publish these articles on the platforms. And this builds industry leadership for the clients. Now, some of the stats of what we've done throughout the career. We've been in the business for around 1 year. Personally, I've taken around 300 meetings with people between $500,000 in net worth up to hundreds of millions of dollars. This lecture is not the typical lecture. Normally we get general information. Today the information you're gonna get is something you can apply right away after leaving the class. So actually before that, the business model, today I'm gonna introduce a business model that is called the service-based.
Do you need more light?
Sure.
Is it better or not? I guess it's better.
Yes. So I'm going to talk to you about a service-based middleman business model. This is not something that you hear about often. Honestly, I made up the name. There are lots of businesses that run with this kind of business model, but this is a business model that I like personally. Why? Because to start with this kind of business model, you don't need any kind of budget to start. You don't need to live in a certain country. You don't need to be in the US, the UAE, nothing special. You don't need to be the son of a politician, of someone who's big in general. You don't need anything really. Anyone can do this. And I am personally doing something really similar of what I'm going to explain to you today. So let's start off with some definitions. Service-based. What is a service? Let's say I come up to you, I tell you that I'm gonna take out your trash twice a week, and each month you pay me $200. This is a service that I'm gonna do for you. Let's say you are running a business and I automate a part of your business to make things more efficient and save you money. This is a service-based business and you save money because I am implementing my services into your business. Let's say you run campaigns, marketing campaigns for your clients, for businesses. You get them clients. This is a service-based business, and yeah, this is what a service is. So the reason why I like service-based businesses is that they require two things. They require skills and time. If you notice something, we don't need any budget in this. You just need to be skilled at something, and you offer that skill to someone else instead of them. Decision makers are always busy with their lives. They don't have enough time to get really good at everything. So they hire other people to do things for them. And that's where you come in, and it's your chance to make a business out of this. All right? So this is the service part. And then we have the middleman part. I'm going to draw a visual to make things clearer. I have the client, I have the middleman. I'm going to write it as MM, middleman, and then we have the vendor. So, the client is the person who has a need for the service. The vendor is the person who fulfills the service. Is the person, let's say you want to start an automation agency, you want to start an automation service. The vendor is the person who does the automation. The client is the one who receives the automation. The middleman is the person who connects the client with the vendor. Without the middleman, the vendor does not get the order and does not get any money. The client does not fulfill his needs. Is it clear so far? Those are just definitions. Now, the middleman has basic skills, or those are the core skills that the middleman has. And it could be a middle woman, middle whatever you want. It's gender fluid and whatever this is. But marketing, sales, PR, and psychology. Those are the main skills of a middleman. And those are all communications. All right? So far, we don't have to understand really anything. Okay, these are just basic definitions for us to know what everything means. Okay? Do you have any questions on this so far? Okay. All right. So, you may be at the stage of you want to start a business, you do not know what to do, you have the time, you have the fire in front of you, you do not really know what to do, but you're looking for the knowledge. And this is what I'm going to give you today. I'm going to give you the steps, the roadmap, which you can apply into your life to create a business. So, we have step 1, which is choose a service plus study. Choose a service plus study. There are an infinite number of services. You can get into automations, you can get into meta ads, marketing, SEO, the list goes on and on and on. You can literally go to ChatGPT right now, tell it, give me some service-based business ideas that is scalable in a non-saturated market, and I can make X amount of dollars from it every month. And it will spit out some good ideas for you. So choose one of these businesses. I'm going to go with automation right now. The reason why I'm going with automation is because I am paying someone to do this for me. So I know that there's a need because I personally need it in my own business. Okay? So you choose a business. There is no perfect business to get into. There is no perfect service. The one that will succeed is the one you stick to. A lot of people try different things. This is not going to work because you spread yourself too thin. Just pick one and go with it. And then we have the studying part. You cannot sell anything. You cannot sell a service without being really good at it. So devote some time after picking whatever you want to do. Devote some time into breaking it down, getting as much knowledge from it as possible. And yeah, maybe doing your own projects, not really for clients, but for your own portfolio. So this is step 1. Step 2. We have the website, then we have the profiles. You need to set those up. You may ask me, okay, Joseph, I'm not a software guy, I'm not a software developer, not a software engineer, none of this, me neither. But I made my own website in 24 hours. Why? Because we have AI now. You can use Framer, you can use WordPress, and you can literally search just for an AI website that can customize everything for you in like a few minutes. So you can easily make a website here. And then we have the profiles. Everyone has an Instagram, everyone has a LinkedIn. Just make it look good and align the messaging of the profiles with the service that you're providing. Let's say you went with automation and you're automating websites for people. Let's say that your bio says, I will automate your website and will save you $500 a month instead of you paying a subscription for a website host. This is good for messaging. So Instagram, LinkedIn, any kind of social media works here. And then we move on to step number 3. Step number 3 is outreach. This is where most aspirational people stop. A lot of people don't even start a business, don't even choose the service to start with. So you choosing the service, you're ahead of most people. But a lot of people that start here, they stop in the outreach process, because this is where you actually get on the field. You start talking to people. You're not just studying behind the laptop, consuming information. No, now you're putting it into action. This is the hard part. In the outreach process, you are using your profiles to reach out to other people that might benefit from your product or service. For example, Instagram allows you to send 100 messages a day to new people. LinkedIn allows you to send connection requests, send new messages, and reach out to new people. So this is the process of sales. Now you have started with the sales process. You are already good at the thing. You have the base. You have a brand. Now you start with the selling process. You start reaching out to people. You won't get any replies, or you're not going to get any sales from 10, 20, 30 messages. This is not realistic. Me personally, a fun story, I used to run a website. We used to make websites and then sell them for other people. It took me between 700 and 800 messages just to land one client. This is a tedious process, especially if you are not coming from a marketing and CS background. So just don't be discouraged. Keep pushing. Your first 100 messages may not get even any reply. Your second 100 may get one reply and one person telling you to fuck off or something. It will happen. But over time, you will know what works. And over time, you will get some sales. And the goal from this step is to reach between 10 to 15 clients. There is no fixed number. I'm just ballparking it here. So let's say you reach 10 to 15 clients and you're able to fulfill on them. All right, so this is step number 3. Step number 4 is where we introduce something called outsourcing. This is not conventional. Most business people will not advise you to do this, especially in the early stages, but I am personally an advocate for it, because outsourcing will allow you to work with other people. That's where you shift from handling every part of the business to becoming the middleman, which I talked about previously. So we switch to this model. Maybe I should do it there. Okay. Outsource. You find a vendor that you can outsource all the work to. Realistically, if you want to follow all of these steps, you're going to be a few months deep into the business, maybe 6 months, 7 months, 5 months. You're not going to be the best in the game. Someone is doing a better job than you. There's always going to be a firm that has 500 employees and has 3 decades of experience over you. Realistically, you can never beat them in terms of the quality that you can get for the client. So instead of making that discourage you, you leverage that by making the vendor someone who fulfills all of your orders. And you do that by outreaching as well. Actually, every part of the business is just relationships. It's just you talking to other people, getting them to work with you, do things for you, maybe pay you. It's always about the people. So now you have a vendor. A lot of people, as I said, will avoid this because this will decrease your profits. In here, in step 3, you may be making 80%, 90% margins just by running everything yourself. When you have a vendor, you're paying someone else to do it for you. So your margins will go down to 30, 40%, maybe 50%. Your profits will go down. But why I'm a big advocate for this step is because now you have all of your time back, which means that you can get more clients and make up this loss with more orders. Plus, the client is more satisfied because the quality of the product or the software is better than you fulfilling it yourself, meaning that the client will also get you more referrals. They will tell their friends about it because of how good the product is. Okay, so this is the outsourcing process. Now we start scaling. I'm going to call this scaling level 1. And here we said that we're going to reach 10, 15 clients. And here the goal is to reach maybe 50 clients. We can honestly 3 to 4x the orders because we have way more time. And normally the operational part of the business is really tedious and will take a lot of our focus and time. So our aim is to 3 to 4x here our whole business. But when we max out our outsourcing, or actually, one second, let me correct myself. Let's leave this to the scaling step, scaling level 1. In this step, let's just stick to the vendors, to finding a vendor and outsourcing to them. In the scaling level 1, you start to scale until you get, let's say, 50 clients. You get a good amount of orders. Now you have some capital to work with. You know that the product is good, people are buying it, people are benefiting from it, you're getting feedback from the market. And this is what we're looking for. And our aim is to reach maybe 50 clients here. And mind you, in here we're interacting with a lot of people. There are 50 clients, maybe 5 vendors. It is manageable, but the headache is starting to approach you. There's a lot of stress that comes your way. You can manage everything, but it's not scalable. So you jump into step number 6, which I'm going to call scaling level 2. Scaling level 2 is when you reach maybe 200 clients. Of course, I'm just generalizing the numbers here. But when you reach 500 clients, or 200 clients, let's say, and you're interacting with 30 vendors, there is no way in hell that you will be able to manage all of this yourself. There's no way. So, you being the middleman, you're now, of course, interacting with the clients, interacting with the vendors, but now you will start hiring more people. You will get more people on your team to help you with different tasks. The first person being your secretary / your HR. The HR has 2 jobs normally. One is to maintain the company culture, make sure that everyone is satisfied. And number two is to train other people. And that's what we're going to focus on right now. We need an HR. We need someone for sales, marketing, accountant, and law. Over time, you need people for every different field to fulfill those services or those responsibilities. Instead of you managing everything, which is not scalable and not something you can do yourself, now you have people that will help you do that. And step 7, which I'm not going to write because we don't have any space, but it's just doing more of step number 6 and increasing, of course, the marketing volume. Maybe it's ad spend, maybe it's the number of people reaching out to people, maybe it's whatever. Maybe you introduce a new affiliate program to reach more people. So these are 6 steps that can help you literally go from someone who does not have any idea what kind of service or what kind of business that you want to start with into building something. You can honestly be a multimillionaire from this. I am not a multimillionaire myself. I made some, I'm not going to talk about how much I made, but we have between 30 to 40 clients. This worked. I know that steps from 1 to 4 or to 5 have worked because I have done them myself. The rest, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't work. Okay, you can easily make millions from this. And you literally start from nothing, someone who does not have a degree, someone who does not have any budget to start with, no fancy parents, no fancy country, to someone who is a multimillionaire with a big team that supports you. And this is the overview of everything. So you choose a business, build your website and your profiles. You start with the outreaching process. You find a vendor to outsource to, and you start with scaling by increasing the sales volume, and you hire more people to help you. So this was an overview, and of course, this is just knowledge. The goal of today's session is not just to give you knowledge, it's not to motivate you. I just wanted to give you something from my own experience, a roadmap that when you look at, you say, okay, maybe I can do this myself. You know, Joseph has done it, maybe he's tall and handsome, sure. But realistically, anyone can do this. This is very approachable. I don't see why anyone can not do this. So I hope you enjoyed today. If you believe in this and you want to start, you can start today by choosing a business. Thank you. Yes, questions?